45-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Julian Blackmon.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off right around the 43. Brown with his stick skills. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor
hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Colts have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship. It's up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands. and let them make the big plays downfield.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely. But that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame. They're talking about retirement the last 6, 7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he gets it down to the 32. That one a first down pickup of 8. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
He's brought down there by Kenny Moore. This defense for the Colts, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Throwing, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. From 4 yards out. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
Off the play fake. Watkins. Left side, Doyle with it. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
They got a completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the handoff, Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
2nd down and 7.
Looking to throw. Watkins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Off play action. Watkins. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down. Off the play fake. Watkins. And he'll find Hall. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one good for 37 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
He'll decide to keep this once more.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Off play action. Watkins. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Blankenship's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After the made field goal, here's Blankenship again.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. First down, Prescott.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
At the Colts 48-yard line.
To the air again, Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. He'll get this to Elliott.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats, look at this, 22.3 miles an hour was his top speed.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. And Zerline's kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. And what's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. The give is to Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 56 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
It was Kwity Paye who made the stop coming off the edge. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown.
But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Takk McKinley made his way into the backfield.
When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
He gets them moving forward again with an 8-yard run, but they'll still be left with 14 yards to go on 3rd. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Watkins.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off at the 36. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down.
Down right around the 25. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Here's Prescott.
Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Watkins. And incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Watkins.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Prescott off play action. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Tack McKinley able to record his 5th sack of the season. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. To throw on second down, Watkins. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. The Colts on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile. Back to throw. Watkins. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. 30. 10. 5. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Flushed out right.
That is caught by Lamb.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
2nd and 10.
Prescott now.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
You wonder with any receiver how he'll handle working over the middle of the NFL, especially with a young receiver. They tried it there to no avail.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Prescott.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter.
Off play action. Watkins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
From the gun, Watkins. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watkins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Oh, the option to give to Taylor here.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive can take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Taylor.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they're facing a big third down now in this tie ball game. Looking to throw. Watkins. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
Oh, boy, this sets up for a huge call now on fourth down because you can try the long field goal. You could go for it. Or you could punt and play for overtime. I am so glad, partner, that I don't have to make those kind of decisions. Let's see what they decide.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. Operating from the gun, Watkins. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, Watkins. This to Hines on the drop-off. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. This is Taylor. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
It's 3rd and 11.
Off the bootleg, Watkins. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down.
Rodrigo Blankenship on the field goal. A 25-yard attempt.